Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome. This is Caro. We are going to perform a weekly tarot reading. This is from the 8th of April to the 14th. And of course, you know, tarot is not astrology. So here the timing is for reference, but the energy is in flux. I want you to remember that. Plus, as this is a general reading, it's not going to resonate or actualize for everyone watching. Please check your also other astrological associations if you think those are also working for you. I hope this reading can get you prepared for the week. Okay, so I'm checking the health of the stream and the last preparations. I think we are good to go. Okay. Oh, okay. It didn't happen. Not yet. Scorpio. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot deck. Now let's get your cards out for the second week of April 2024. And then I will be using a Lenormand deck. So this huge Lenormand deck I have purchased. And I'm first time using it for the channel. I'm very happy about it. Okay. Scorpio energy, Scorpio consciousness, Scorpio soul family. The first message, we have the card of the Fool. Check out the Fool in the Cosmic Tarot deck. Oh, now it's, yeah, I had relief. Okay, the Fool is here. The next message. Prince of Wands. Prince of Wands. Okay, the next message is Queen of Wands. This is a very nice Queen of Wands. I like her. At the bottom of the deck, ooh, Hierophant. Oh, just a sec, please. Thank you, Scorpio. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we had the Hierophant. You see, it's like someone is looking at something with an all-seeing eye. Okay, actually it's pretty much it's worth to explore, but there is something that this Hierophant is holding in his hand. It's like a mini cartomancy card. It's like a card. And there is actually a tool. This is actually a tool in his hand. And he's looking through it. It's like looking through something. That's how he sees it. There's a tool and the card he's holding. It's like, to me, this feels like currently, I wanted to also share my, this introduction to the Hierophant, because it feels like there is a situation going on and you really want to see it deep down. It's details, and you have this close attention and look to something, like checking if it is, with the Hierophant, there is rules, there is norms, right? If things are like moral, So it's like you are checking on something if it is like fitting. Oops. If it is like fitting to a particular, my cat is a bit mobile currently on the desk, so I'm making sure she's safe. My second cat. So my first cat unfortunately passed away, dear Scorpio, and I was going through a grief period. And now I'm back to you with readings. So yeah, you have this very if something is fitting to a norm, I mean, if something is by the book, you know, like before it gets too marginal or like going into some kind of an extreme degree. For some of you, I feel this, you know, some Scorpios may start a relationship, maybe have a relationship with someone who has a maybe generational difference or a big age difference. Maybe, I don't know, there are some taboos about this age difference. Maybe you are the older generation, maybe they are the older generation here. So there is some kind of an unconventional, let's say, also attachment to this relationship pattern. Maybe really very different, completely different backgrounds. Yeah, and with the Hierophant, also the card of marriage, the norm, you know, the mutual ground, rules. And also actually this agreeing on something in the both oral and the written form. You check on this agreement. It's like you check if even it maybe goes against the norms, if it is like really achievable, doable. There is, first of all, this message I am getting. We have the Anchor. Anchor actually quite, it's, yes, it is stability, of course, but it is also like stillness in circumstances, stillness. And it's coming here to clarifying the Fool. Okay, so we have here the bouquet. Oh, sorry, the clover and the bouquet. Okay, the clover and the bouquet. Well, in this deck they depict it. It seems a bit different. Okay, let's see now your cards. Oh. Yes. Now here, what I'm seeing with these two cards, this is actually quite like a lucky romance or some kind of a fortunate romance, or there is really like this good chemistry with something, but maybe it feels like it does not just fit to the some kind of again like a expectation convention, but actually it's like those sometimes couples, you know, who has this big age difference, but they stayed long years. Doesn't have to be like celebrity, like even in the you know, people we know. So from our personal life. Like, so something is like being proved that it is there, it's functioning, and even it is like maybe some people do not give this like a chance, you know. It is a very, actually it is it's a delicate thing, and you want to like how to say, you are happy, like you go against the norms, but also you're gonna be like the you're gonna be comfortable with the status quo as well. You know, it's that maybe fixed sign influence. You want to be quite comfortable with the status quo as well. I also feel you do not want to feel responsible for changing something, or you don't want to be the first person to change it. You are like more of like holding on to that bit of luck or a fortune or chance and seeing how this is gonna prove itself stable by time. Now, this may not, of course, necessarily maybe romantically, but it's maybe a different association. Again, it's that people have these high expectations of like something becoming like going traditional, standing to the test of time. You are maybe initiating that thing, but you just want to hold on to the luck and chance maybe and see how this is going to prove itself. Whether relationship, business venture, some family connections, because this is not, maybe some people are thinking someone is holding on in vain to something which is actually which is fleeting actually anytime. But you are like maybe not really about stability later. I mean, you are like checking it though. The Hierophant, 9 of Wands, by the way. Lots of Leo energy. Why I'm getting the Leo energy reading? Wow, lots of King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm following, picking the cards from the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the Hierophant, 9 of Wands, and the King of Wands. This is a bit like preserving, very preserving, and like inside person's zone, how things actually like going on there. And I do feel the Fool here has come with the anchor. Are we taking the stability here like serious enough? Like, or is it really needed? Does it have to go by the rules? Or some 9 of Wands, some preserving energy just needed? I think you have like both perception in this thing. I mean, yes, something can prove itself like to be stable by time, but what you can grasp in this life, everything goes and turns to dust in the end, right? Everything just goes and flees. I mean, there is this sense in you as the sign of the death and rebirth. You know, you have a different understanding about this. Existence matters, Scorpio. Doesn't matter where you come from, spiritually, philosophically, or religiously, but you know that there is something we cannot hold on, like grasp it forever, but there can be also some maybe space to focus on looking out for opportunities as well. Like, you are in this adventure, everyone thinks like, is it, you know, there are really eyes on you. And now, circle of friends in your life, like to feel safe in the social circle, in the social platform, to stick with what is pleasant for you, can also maybe pay out later. Like, I don't know, there is also this feeling of keeping appearance, but you don't want to be confined or restricted by having to be also nice to everyone in a social setting, but rather actually you are a kind person. I also, by the way, think being kind is more important than being nice. Being nice is sounds a bit artificial. I think being kind is a more genuine approach in the matters of the relationships. Some Scorpios also want to take a stop or break from something. You're gonna welcome a break. Like something is much needed with this Fool, but it is subjected to the time. Like, there is like a lot of questioning of like morals, societal expectations, community settings, social atmosphere, your safety in a social setting, your reputation, how do you know. I do feel, by the way, for some reasons, I do feel like Scorpios has lately been aesthetically very pleasant with something, you are you like this thing like very creatively. I find a person here like being so much inspirational for you. If there is someone here, Scorpio, this week maybe, you know, as the Hierophant energy is very conservative, and Nine of Wands is also like standing by the rules, okay, like being strong with the rules, like a structure gives you, a society, a club, an organization. Now, but Ace of Swords is like we go against this norm intellectually towards something when it comes to love. Like the I don't know, excuse me, what kind of a societal setting you are in, or like you fall in love with someone who is like maybe out of your usual setting. I mean, are you keeping an open mind also until this time actually, that you can feel for such a person? And also I will tell you something, if this Hierophant energy at the bottom is like sometimes couples, for instance, they are shown like, oh, what an example couple, you know, this they are like role models, what a couple, you know, like everyone points out, what a couple, what a couple. I think now this is no more existing. Like this week there are some challenges, because I feel some foundations of what we know as like happy family, again, happy couple, you know, these can be like quite breaking away, like, because with the Fool and the Anchor, you know, the Anchor, it's like pulls down, but the Fool is like almost flying. Like this is a lighter energy, and you cannot keep it stuck with this Anchor's heavy energy, right? So something goes like up on the air, the clover, taking a chance. This is about taking a chance regardless of societal norms around something. The Bouquet in the matters of maybe romance, like, yeah, I mean, there is a different setup here, Scorpio, and of course, it may change where you are standing in this equation. Just a sec, let me check the stream. It may change, like really where you are standing in this equation, but you want to take chance something, and like also wondering, you know, it's like going against the norms, but also like to fit into, you know, there is this type of interesting dilemma, paradigm, or paradox here. Fire energy is so much. I see a strong Leo energy in this, like Leo, Taurus, Gemini, Sag. So just letting you know that these signs can be the signs that you may be also dealing with. I think you might need an oracle card at this point. I will say something, despite like all the maybe monitoring of some kind, you may really of expectations of people around you, you may just take a different path and take on a chance and see how this thing goes. It is maybe, again, I see someone like, again, this very different setup. Well, Prince and the Queen, this is not even a knight, you know? So, like someone, young romance, very young romance. Okay, mending bridges. I heal rifts. I am a mender. Mending bridges. The next message. Sharing of yourself. I am an incredibly generous being. And renewing your life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. Now, this renewing can be definitely talks about. Look at that. This renewing up on the cliff looks like this fool. This clutter, I think, is like this anchor, right? This heavy thing now. You're dropping this. And you take a chance on maybe building a connection. Okay, the clover. Mending the bridges. And with the bouquet, there is something in the social level. You are also being like very generous of bringing something, creating something out of yourself this week. That to me feels very experimental. Please let me know in the comments about your adventures, because it feels, this one hits me very different. Such a vibe. There is also something with your confidence. The confidence wants to building up a confidence, but confidence says, you know, it's time. You know, you have to like use me in a different way this time. Because, okay, we say I have confidence, but how do we show it, right? There is something here that you can take a chance to be also more sociable. You may get a visit. You can give a visit. The social connection. And nothing really actually serious needs to be talked about among these people. But by the way, if there is like a group of people, don't get their compliments so seriously. By the way, I feel some Scorpios are very much having fun with some kind of a decorating something. Again, this clutter going out of your life, like you give also like clothes, things to charity, or like there is something gonna filtered out. There is something with also here I read as like interior design, you know, fashion design. You are doing a design, you are decorating, but also again this flirts and maybe through one of those associations, or I don't know, it's like you want to take something serious but also don't. You want to fit but also don't. You want to get social but also if you need you can also get back yourself. I mean, it's just like to get out from that fixed zone and you play like between these concepts. I do feel definitely welcome opportunities this week. It's the energy making you to let in things to be let out later, maybe to when they complete their cycle in your life, but just open up yourself, it says. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I will speak to you soon in the next readings. Bye-bye.